In this video, we'll look at the different options to format text by mainly using the editor toolbar. In particular, we review paragraph formatting, character formatting, lists, and special characters. Like in any word processing program, you consistently select headings and logical subheadings. If your page contains 3 or more main headings, the page automatically shows a table of contents in view mode after saving the page. If you have less headings, you can manually activate the table of contents. For this purpose, I go to Options in the Editor toolbar. Here I click on Page Settings. I set the table of contents to always show. Accordingly, I could also select to hide it. Another type of paragraph formatting is pre-formatted text. Pre-formatted text has a border and is shown in a non-proportional font by default. If you format text as a quote, it is also distinguished from surrounding text by a special indented format. You can apply all paragraph formats with the shortcuts Ctrl plus numbers 0 to 8. Please note that you insert a main heading with Ctrl plus 2 and not with Ctrl plus 1, which would create a page title. But the page title is already automatically created in the title area of a wiki page. You can select character formatting options to change the look of individual words. As you can see, the option for text color is grayed out. Text color is only available after you select some text. Then the color options can be selected directly in the text flow. Since I chose a somewhat light color, I also choose bold and larger text size in addition to the color. Other text formatting options I can already select before I type the text, if I want to. I press Ctrl plus I for italics. I can revert multiple formats at the same time by selecting Clear Styling from the menu. I could also revert or reapply changes with the corresponding functions in the Editor toolbar. Lists are also a useful formatting option. I select some text and create an unordered list. To indent list items, I use the Tab key. With Shift and Tab, I can decrease the indent. Numbered lists are designed to be flat lists by default. If I indent a list item here, I do not create a new list level. The numbering simply restarts. If you need multi-level numbered lists in a specific format, you can let your administrator know to create a custom list format for your wiki. If you need special characters that you don't see on your keyboard, you can also insert them with the Editor menu. If you need a symbol that is not listed in the menu, you can manually enter it in your page source as a so-called HTML entity. Let's take the copyright symbol. I enter code for the copyright symbol. By the way, I can also use the Editor toolbar in source editing mode. If I format text as bold, it is shown in so-called wiki text format. You can learn more about wiki text on the BlueSpice help desk by searching for wiki text. Back to visual editing mode. And here you can see the copyright symbol as well as our text in bold. Another quick note: when you change between source and visual editing modes, you can no longer reverse your latest changes. I want to show some formatting options that are located in the Insert menu. You can insert a code block on a page to ensure that the special formatting for a particular programming language is represented correctly. Add your code and select the code language. The format looks like pre-formatted text, but is the result of a different tag called syntax highlight. If you enter the first few characters of this tag in visual editing mode, the corresponding dialog box opens automatically. The same is true for a footnote. You can open the corresponding dialog box with the editor menu or manually by starting to type the ref tag. The text that you enter here is shown as a footnote at the end of the page after you save the page. In some other instances, tags or wiki text are not converted in visual edit mode. If I enter the tag code, for example, it is interpreted literally. In this case, the text is automatically wrapped in a Nowicki tag. This tag preserves the characters which it surrounds. If I remove the Nowicki tag from the code formatting, it will now be interpreted as code formatting. Let's confirm this in visual edit mode. Of course, the editor is capable of a lot more. In additional videos, you can find out all about working with links as well as inserting page content such as images or tables, and about adjusting page settings.